good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Tua now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got him in. It's Brown. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On 2nd down, Tua gets the dump off to Pierce. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Bears defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right, come on.
They'll try and run for it. Now he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This will be caught by Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 5th-year dual threat and former #1 pick in 2019, Kyler Murray.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Murray going to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Alvin Kamara, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Pierce now up the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Eddie Pinheiro on now. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Murray now on 1st down. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Murray now on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Murray. That is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
To his throw, caught here by Metcalf. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Parker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before half for Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the dog pound. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've gone to the half with the lead over the visiting Cowboys. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown catch in that first half. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Being chased out left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
1st down, Murray. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Kyler Murray, to the surprise of no one, finished 2nd amongst quarterbacks with 11 rushing touchdowns in 2020. Just 3 in 11 games in 2022. But let's face it, anytime he's maneuvering around, we expect him to take off and go, and he did it on that play.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Pushes past him. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Come on.
To throw is Murray. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Murray. Back to Kamara for another catch. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 3 yards out. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out now come the Lions. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. An 8. Touchdown. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That's caught inside the 20.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing.
And how about this, a fake? And a gamble pays off. They get the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
So now the Lions down by 12. 1:53 remaining. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a 1st down. Now Tua. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tua. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's Tua. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Throwing Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Lions quickly now are going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Tua. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Murray. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game